Before we begin this lesson, think for a moment. Have you ever wanted someone who would listen without judging? From the Diary of Anne Frank introduces us to a 13-year-old girl who finds that listener in her diary and writes not to impress anyone, but to express herself honestly. Through simple moments from her school life, this lesson teaches us the importance of self-expression, the power of humor and creativity, and the value of understanding over punishment. As you listen to this lesson, remember, Anne's words remind us that every voice matters, no matter how young. From the Diary of Anne Frank. About the author, Anne Frank. Anne Frank was a German-born Jewish girl, born on the 12th of June, 1929 in Frankfurt, Germany. She lived during World War II, a time when Jewish people were persecuted by the Nazi regime. When Adolf Hitler came to power, Jews were denied basic rights and treated as enemies. To escape this danger, Anne's family moved to Amsterdam, Netherlands, hoping for safety. Anne received a diary as a gift on her 13th birthday, and she began writing in it regularly. She wrote honestly about her thoughts and fears, her relationships, her growing up years, her hopes, dreams, and emotions. And did not write as an author, she wrote as a young girl trying to understand life in a cruel world. After the war, her diary was published by her father, Otto Frank, the only survivor of the family. Today, The Diary of a Young Girl is one of the most widely read books in the world. Insight, and Frank's life reminds us that even in the darkest times, a sincere voice can light up history. Background of the lesson. From the Diary of Anne Frank. This chapter is an extract from Anne Frank's diary, written when she was just 13 years old. At this time, Anne and her family were living in hiding to escape the Nazis. The diary was written between 1942 and 1944, during the German occupation of the Netherlands. The lesson does not describe war directly. Instead, it shows Anne's inner world, her loneliness, her need for a true friend, and her school life and sense of humor. Anne names her diary Kitty, treating it like a real friend. She believes people may not listen patiently, but paper will never judge or interrupt. Through simple daily experiences, Anne reveals emotional maturity beyond her age, sharp observation of people, courage, optimism, and honesty. The chapter mainly focuses on why Anne starts writing a diary, her family background, her school life and relationship with her teacher, Mr. Kissing. Insight, this lesson teaches us that self-expression and hope can survive even when freedom does not. Text explanation. Why Anne begins writing a diary. Anne begins by saying that writing a diary feels strange to her. She gives two honest reasons. She has never written anything before. She feels that no one would be interested in the thoughts of a 13-year-old girl. Yet, she continues writing because she feels like writing. She has a strong need to get things off her chest, and shares a deep reflection. Paper has more patience than people. She means that people may interrupt, judge, or misunderstand. Paper listens quietly and accepts everything. This thought becomes the starting point of her diary. This reflection makes Anne question her relationships with people around her. Anne's loneliness despite being surrounded by people. Anne clearly states that she is not alone in the physical sense. She has loving parents, an elder sister, Margot, relatives and many friends. Yet, emotionally, Anne feels completely lonely. She explains, with friends, conversations remain shallow. They talk about fun, not feelings. There is no one she can truly confide in. Anne honestly reflects. Maybe the fault is partly hers. But she feels this situation is unlikely to change. This emotional gap pushes her towards writing. Since people cannot become her true friend, Anne looks for another way to confide. the diary as a friend, Kitty, and decides that her diary will not be a list of events. Instead, she wants it to be her true friend. To make this friendship real, she gives the diary a name, Kitty. By doing this, she can write naturally. She can address the diary directly. She can express thoughts without fear. Kitty becomes a listener, a companion, a safe emotional space, and now feels ready to speak freely. Before sharing her present thoughts, and feels she must introduce herself properly to Kitty. Anne's family background and early life. Anne says that if she plunges straight into her stories, no one will understand them. So, she provides a brief sketch of her life. She talks about her father, Otto Frank, whom she deeply admires. Her mother, Edith Frank. Her elder sister, Margot. She mentions being born in Germany in 1929. The family's moved to Holland due to Nazi persecution, and speaks emotionally about her grandma's illness and death, her continued love and remembrance. This shows Anne's emotional depth, sensitivity, strong family bonds. After describing her personal life, Anne moves to a familiar and lighter topic, school. Anne at school, fear of exams and promotion. Anne now describes the atmosphere in her class. The teachers are about to decide who will be promoted, who will be kept back. She uses a humorous idiom. Our entire class is quaking in its boots. This shows fear, nervousness, typical student anxiety. Some students even place bets about passing or failing. Anne observes this behavior with humor. About herself, she feels confident in most subjects. Slightly worried about mathematics. She remarks teachers are unpredictable creatures. This naturally introduces one particular teacher who plays an important role, Mr. Kissing. Mr. Kissing and the First Punishment. A chatterbox. Anne introduces Mr. Kissing, her mathematics teacher. He is described as old-fashioned, strict, easily irritated. He is annoyed with Anne because she talks too much in class. Repeated warnings fail. As punishment, he gives her extra homework, an essay titled A Chatterbox. Anne reacts calmly. She accepts her habit. She justifies it honestly. She argues that talking is partly inherited. Mr. Kissing laughs at her arguments. But the talking does not stop. This leads to further punishment, and finally, a turning point. Creativity, humor, and change in Mr. Kissing. Mr. Kissing remains unhappy with Anne's constant talking. After the first essay, he gives her a second punishment. An essay titled An Incorrigible Chatterbox. When Anne's talking continues, he assigns a third essay. Quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. This time, Anne decides to respond creatively, not defensively. Her friend San helps her think differently. She writes the essay in poetic form instead of prose. The poem is humorous and symbolic. Ducklings quack too much. They are punished by their father. The punishment fails to stop them from quacking. The reaction in class is unexpected. The students burst into laughter. Mr. Kissing appreciates Anne's originality. He reads the poem aloud to other classes. This moment becomes a turning point. Mr. Kissing realizes Anne's nature. Discipline turns into understanding. Insight, Anne's intelligence and creativity transform punishment into appreciation. The ending of the diary entry, Anne's victory and closure. After describing the classroom incident, Anne brings her diary entry to a gentle close. She signs off warmly. Yours, Anne. This simple sign-off shows Kitty is no longer just a notebook. The diary has become her true friend and confidant. After the poetry incident, Mr. Kissing completely changes his attitude. He allows Anne to talk freely in class. He even starts joking with her. Most importantly, Anne is not punished anymore. Her confidence is acknowledged. Her individuality is accepted. The diary entry ends on a light, humorous note. A sense of emotional victory. This is especially meaningful because Anne's real life outside the classroom is full of fear and uncertainty. Inside the diary, she finds understanding and acceptance. Insight, Anne's experience shows that respect is earned not by silence, but by thoughtful and creative expression. Analysis of the lesson. Title significance, from the Diary of Anne Frank. The title clearly tells us that this lesson is not a complete story, but an extract taken from a diary. The word diary highlights personal writing, honest thoughts, private emotions. The title emphasizes that the events are real. The feelings are genuine. The voice belongs to a young girl, not an author. By using the diary form, the lesson allows readers to enter Anne's inner world. Helps us understand her loneliness, humor, and intelligence. The title also prepares us for a conversational tone. Self-reflection rather than action. The title directs our attention from events to emotions, which leads us to understand Anne as a person. Insight. The title shows that ordinary thoughts, when expressed honestly, can become powerful literature. Themes of the lesson, from the Diary of Anne Frank. Loneliness and the need for a true friend. Anne is surrounded by people but feels emotionally alone. She longs for someone she can confide in fully. This loneliness leads her to treat her diary as a friend. Self-expression and emotional release. Anne writes to express thoughts she cannot share openly. The diary becomes a safe space for honesty. Writing helps her understand herself better. Growing up and emotional maturity. Though only 13, Anne reflects deeply on life. Her thoughts show maturity beyond her age. She observes people and situations thoughtfully. Student-teacher relationship. The episode with Mr. Kissing shows classroom conflict. Discipline turns into understanding through communication. Mutual respect develops between student and teacher. Humor and creativity as problem solvers. Anne uses humor instead of rebellion. Creativity helps her overcome punishment. Laughter replaces anger and misunderstanding. Insight, the lesson blends personal emotions with everyday experiences, making its themes relatable and universal. The chapter teaches that understanding, honest expression, and creativity can transform relationships and situations. Message and values of the lesson, from the Diary of Anne Frank. The lesson conveys the message that every individual needs a space to express emotions freely. Anne's diary shows that suppressed feelings create loneliness. Expression brings clarity and relief. It highlights the value of self-expression. Writing helps Anne understand herself. Honest thoughts give strength and confidence. The chapter teaches the importance of empathy and understanding. Mr. Kissing's change shows that punishment alone is ineffective. Understanding a student's nature leads to better discipline. It promotes the value of creativity over confrontation, and uses humor instead of defiance. Creativity turns conflict into connection. The lesson also emphasizes respect for individuality. Every child has a unique personality. Differences should be understood, not suppressed. Lastly, the chapter conveys hope and optimism. Even in restrictive and fearful times, a positive mind finds expression and joy. The lesson teaches that emotional honesty, empathy, and creativity are essential for healthy human relationships. Anne Frank's writing style. Anne Frank's writing style is simple, natural, and conversational. She writes as if she is speaking directly to a friend, not to an audience. Her language is clear and easy to understand, free from artificial decoration, close to everyday speech. And diary style includes direct address to Kitty, personal reflections and honest opinions, expressions of emotions without hesitation. She uses humor and irony effectively, especially while describing her school life. The Chatterbox episode adds lightness to the narrative. Her observations are sharp and thoughtful, focused on human behavior rather than events. Despite her young age, her thoughts show depth and maturity. Her writing feels sincere and authentic. Insight and writing proves that truthful expression is more powerful than complex language. Her style teaches us that honesty and clarity make writing meaningful and memorable. Character sketches. Character sketch, Anne Frank. Anne Frank is presented as a highly sensitive and emotionally aware 13-year-old girl. She understands her own feelings clearly and admits her loneliness honestly, and is mature beyond her age. Her statement, "Paper has more patience than people," shows deep insight into human behavior. She is confident and self-aware. She openly accepts her habit of talking too much. She does not hide her flaws, and is intelligent and creative. She uses logic, humor, and poetry to respond to punishment. She turns discipline into appreciation. She is also observant and humorous. Her descriptions of classmates and teachers are lively. Her tone remains light even in stressful situations. And character explains why her diary feels alive and relatable. Insight and teaches us that honesty with oneself is the first step towards emotional strength. Character sketch, Mr. Kissing. Mr. Kissing is Anne's mathematics teacher and represents classroom authority. At first, he appears strict, old-fashioned, intolerant of indiscipline. He believes in maintaining silence, correcting behavior through punishment. However, Mr. Kissing is not rigid. He listens to Anne's arguments. He appreciates originality and humor. When Anne responds creatively, he understands her nature. His attitude changes from strictness to friendliness. By the end, Mr. Kissing emerges as fair-minded, open to change, capable of empathy. Mr. Kissing's transformation highlights the importance of understanding in education. Insight. Mr. Kissing shows that true authority lies in understanding, not punishment. Literary devices and expressions. Literary devices. 1. Figurative language, personification and metaphor. 1. Personification. Personification is a literary device in which human qualities are given to non-living things. Textual example from the lesson. Paper has more patience than people. Explanation. Paper cannot actually be patient like a human. Anne imagines paper as a listener who never interrupts or judges. This shows how lonely she feels and why she trusts her diary. Why Anne uses it? To express emotions that are difficult to say directly. 2. Metaphor. A metaphor is a comparison in which one thing is described as another to show a deeper meaning. Textual example from the lesson. Anne treats her diary as a friend and names it Kitty. Explanation. The diary is not a real person, and compares it to a friend because she can confide in it freely. This reflects her emotional need for companionship. Why Anne uses it? To turn her loneliness into a comforting relationship. Figurative language helps Anne show feelings, not just tell them. Literary devices. 2. Idioms and everyday expressions. 1. Idiom. An idiom is a group of words whose meaning is different from the literal meaning of the individual words. Idioms are used in everyday language to express feelings more vividly and naturally. Textual example from the lesson. Our entire class is quaking in its boots. Explanation. Literally, it does not mean that the students are physically shaking in their boots. It means the students are extremely frightened. They are nervous about their examination results, and uses this idiom to add humor while describing the tense classroom atmosphere. Insight. Idioms make writing lively and expressive, helping readers easily understand emotions. 2. Idiomatic expression. An idiomatic expression is a phrase whose meaning is different from its literal meaning. Idioms are commonly used in everyday language to express ideas naturally and effectively. Textual example from the lesson. Not to lose heart. Explanation. Literally, it does not mean losing one's heart. It means not to lose hope, not to feel discouraged, to stay confident in difficult situations. In the lesson, this expression shows one's positive attitude and determination despite repeated punishment. Insight. Idioms make language expressive and lively, helping writers convey feelings clearly. Three. Informal or conversational language. Informal or conversational language refers to words and expressions used in everyday speech rather than formal writing. It helps the writer sound natural, personal, and relatable. Textual examples from the lesson. Old fogey. Laugh ourselves silly. Explanation. These expressions reflect Anne's teenage voice and casual way of speaking. They make the diary sound real, lively, spontaneous. The informal tone helps readers feel that Anne is talking directly to them. Informal expressions make writing natural, expressive, and closer to spoken language. Literary devices. 3. Humor, irony, and conversational tone. 1. Humor. Humor is the use of funny or playful ideas to make a situation lighter. Textual examples. Essay titles such as a chatterbox, an incorrigible chatterbox. Quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. Explanation. Anne laughs at her own habit of talking too much. She turns punishment into something enjoyable and creative. 2. Irony. Irony occurs when the outcome is opposite of what is expected. Situation from the lesson. Anne is punished for talking too much. Her punishment makes the teacher admire her creativity. Irony explained. Punishment leads to appreciation instead of restriction. 3. Conversational tone. A conversational tone makes writing sound like real, friendly speech. Textual example. Dearest Kitty. Explanation. Makes the diary feel personal and friendly. Helps readers connect emotionally with Anne. And uses humor, irony, and a friendly tone to face problems intelligently and positively. Conclusion. From the Diary of Anne Frank is more than a school lesson, it is a window into the mind of a young girl living in difficult times. Through her diary, Anne shows us the importance of self-expression, the pain of loneliness even among people, the power of creativity, humor, and intelligence. The episode with Mr. Kissing teaches us that discipline does not always need punishment. Understanding and empathy create better learning. And diary proves that honest thoughts matter. Simple language can express deep ideas. A young voice can carry great wisdom. And teaches us that speaking one's truth with courage and creativity can turn difficulties into opportunities. As we come to the end of this lesson, remember, Anne Frank was just 13 years old, yet her thoughts continue to inspire the world even today. Her diary reminds us that writing helps us understand our own thoughts and emotions. Feelings deserve expression, not suppression. true intelligence shines brightest when it is guided by kindness and empathy. And teaches us an important life lesson. Do not be afraid to express what you feel. Use creativity to face challenges instead of fear. Respect others, but never lose respect for your own individuality. Her story tells us that a young voice can be powerful. Honesty can bring understanding. And even difficult situations can be handled with grace and wisdom. And Diary teaches us that even in the quiet pages of a notebook, a voice strong enough to change hearts can be born.